Starting today, we're gonna turn $100 into $1,000. Let's get it.
So yeah, this is how it all started on XRP on crypto. I put the $100 in, and XRP was looking as if we wanted to break this wedge. You feel me? This bullish wedge, pretty much. So yeah, I was looking for the breakout, but I know how XRP pretty much plays it. So before the breakout even came, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sell this thing. So I ended up selling it around here down to this area. That's what I did. I didn't buy it. I sold it to this area, and then when a buy came, I I bought it around the same area, and I was in profit, good profit, like another 50. So I made a 50, and I went up like 100. So my account went from 100 to 250. That's when the market came back again, and I said, you know what, I don't really got time for this. So when it came back to my stop loss, I pretty much took a $10 profit, and I closed it out. And I said, okay, Monday is coming upon us, so I'm going to go ahead and hop in my currencies like I usually do. No pressure. I exited that, and I ended up, finding me a setup over here, and that's how we got to where we at right now. Like I said, man, $100 to $1,000. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but if the market is moving fluently, it shouldn't take me longer than a week max. Like I said, I see the setup, I take it. You know what I mean? Stop losses in and stuff like that. But with a $100 account, all of that 1-2% risk, that's not gonna work. You can't risk $1 and $2 to try to make money. You feel me? So obviously you're gonna risk at least 50% of your account, but that's not what you would do with a bigger account. But obviously this is the example. Y'all guys want to know how to do it, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. You feel me? And right now the DXY is bullish, so I'm looking for the break of that today, tomorrow. We got FOMC tomorrow, so that should be a crazy bullish news for us. And then starting today, I'm hoping on the break of this area and closure above it. We got 7 hours left for this candle, and then pretty much get into this area up here. Feel me? So from this area up into this area is what I want to see to remain bullish on this. But I don't care what happens pretty much within this time limit of 7 to 8 hours. As long as we close up here, then I'll be a-okay. You feel me? So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show y'all. We tapped in. We tapped into this zone. We tapped out of this zone. And the last times you can see we tapped out, we hit this area. So my main thing is to break this area right here. And once we break that area, I'm super comfortable that we can sell it up. All right. All right. Another thing I wanted to show you, like I said before, we've been riding this trend line up. We have 3, almost 4 consecutive touches. Monday started yesterday. It popped up here once the market opened. So from there, I decided to claim my entry. Tight stop loss because we finally broke this zone that's been holding since like July. We in the beginning of October. So I'm looking for the US dollar to overtake the Japanese yen. Feel me? And it's that simple, bro. I'm not doing, all these indicators or none of that shit. I'm just doing zones, which is how I was taught and how the easiest way to trade for me, and trend lines if I need. But most likely it's just zones, volume, trend lines, and that's about it, bro. everything else that making it confusing, and it's making it more risky, it's making it more brain games and manipulative to your own self, I'm not with it. I'm good on that. Trading is simple, but you gotta be patient. That's about it. So yeah, man, this day finna start. The market just really opened, 9:30 New York time, 8:30 where I'm at. So yeah, hopefully we can get some volume into these markets. That way, we're not sitting around. I can give you guys something to see. Let's get it. So yeah, we back with the updates. As you can see, we selling smoothly into the zone. We already passed this area and broke past that area. So now we look for the push through and the support or the continuation. You feel me? And like I said, patience is a virtue. That's the main thing when it comes to this game. Feel me? So we rising up, at DXY looking good, everything looking strong. So yeah, man, let's hold this trade, let's hold this position and see how it goes. Let's get it.
So what's the name of the game? It's patience. Feel me? Discipline. And that's about it. Patience and discipline. Once you learn whatever strategy you're going to be using from me or whatever guru or whoever, it don't even got to be a guru. You learn it somewhere on YouTube, you read a book and learn that shit, whatever, right? But once you get into that market, that's when everything changes, and everything that you thought you knew, shit goes out the window if you ain't got patience and discipline. Them two things keep you alive in this game. Risk management as well. You gotta manage your risk, but as any good trader, you're gonna have to take some hefty risk sometime when you're trying to flip an account. Now, if you fund it, you ain't gotta pretty much take no hefty risk. You can always do the 1-2% rule, especially with a 100K account. That's why I suggest everybody to get a 100K account, at least a 50K account. And if you can't afford one, go 25K, go 10K. So at the end of the day, that help your strategy, help you build a system and have access to more money. You feel me? So like I said, man, right now we about $700 away from our target, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated the whole time through this. And like I said, we 2 days in, we started it. That's my air fryer. We started this on Monday. It's Tuesday morning now, 9:52 a.m. You know what I mean? It's about 10:50 in New York. So this is what it is, man. Also, when it comes to flipping accounts, you gotta find A+ setups. I don't care if you scalping that shit. I don't care if you swing trading. Whatever you think is an A+ setup from your past results from wins, that's what you need to find and wait for it. Don't be rushing into it with that shit, or else, nigga here sticking up, or else you will lose your money. You feel me? Now, I've been lucky and blessed in this trade to not even really see drawdown. You feel me? Because I waited for the setup, I seen the opportunity, and I took it. You can't be hesitant. I don't care if you're coming off a loss. I don't care what it is, especially when you flip an account. You feel me? Make sure that you're patient. You don't over risk right off the rip, off the top. And after that, you'll be good. You'll be better off making sure you scale in slowly. You know what I mean? You can add smaller positions as you go, as it goes into profit, but do not add a bigger position than the first position you ever took when you even seen the setup. Don't do that. That's a no-no. As well, you want to just be disciplined, man, because let's say you're doing this and it goes straight into drawdown. That shit'll play with your brain and how you closing the trade and doing stuff that you wouldn't do because you want to protect your little $100 or your $500 or your $1,000. I look at it like this: if you can't take $100 to $1,000, which is a 10x in trading, you can't take 1,000 to 10K. You can't take 10K to 100K. You can't take 100K to 1,000,000. And all of these things are possible with the right setup. You know what I mean? It's got to be the right setup. Like I said, man, it got to be the right setup. That's all I can say. How do you know it's the right setup? I don't know. That's up to you to decide when it comes to how you figure out how you like to trade and the way you gonna enter the market. You know what I mean? Are you gonna swing trade it? You like to hold it for a little bit, relax, leave the house, do what you need to do, or you wanna go heavy on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen a lot of people flip accounts. I'm not the type to go heavy and quick fast on that shit unless the market just giving it like that on a news day or something like that. It's just pushing like that. I didn't make it go like, I didn't put a big ass risk, put a basic size risk, but the market shot it in crazy profit fast as if it was a big risk. You know what I mean? But as you see, I got right now a nice fluent trade, and that's how we gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep everything fluent, everything kosher until we reach that $1,000 mark. You feel me? So stick with me, subscribe, tap in, hit the notification bell, and you already know. Let's go. Forex money keys. Yeah, man. The US dollar would put you in that mode. The US dollar do whole shit. Come all the way back down here if it wanted to. So that's just something you got to deal with when you dealing with the a pair with the USD in it. You feel me? The USD can get very manipulative and it can piss you off. So this is where the discipline part comes in. This is where the controlling your emotions part comes in. Not caring about it. Sticking to what you feel like gonna happen, your analysis, your overall projection of the market. And like I said, I'm expecting it to break this zone and, stand on top of this, break through, retest, and probably continue on. Man, let the market do what it's gonna do. We can't control this down market. The market gonna move when it wanna move and how it wanna move. All you can do is analyze it, wait for your entry, find the zone, and execute. That's it. The market's gonna trend or it's gonna range. You feel me? You gotta identify that. You gotta wait, find your zone, and execute. That's it, man. So yeah, when they get over this area or into this area, that's when I'll tap back in with another video. Until then, man, let's just wait it out. Finna go and watch some football highlights or something like that. And I'll tap back in with y'all in a minute.
So yeah, as y'all can see, we easily tapping into the zone, turning it into support from resistance. I don't even want to see no resistance. I just want to see it get up there. But yeah, the US dollar looking good, UJ looking good, and it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do, man. I'm gonna show y'all the profits right here on the screen. And you already know we broke that high, we broke this high, and we continuing our way up to the major zone is what I really want to see. So as long as we can hold this major zone, continue up, and possibly tomorrow for the news, get that extra push through, we in the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, stick around for the updates, and you already know we on track to $1,000, baby. Boom. So we knocked off part one of the trade. Since we got to the top of the zone, I said I'm gonna go ahead and close it. Like I said, the DXY got news tomorrow, and anything can happen. This motherfucker made it over his zone. So like I said, this can go down and tank and play games. And I ain't gonna say go all the way back down here, but I don't really need that right now. So if when the market open again in about an hour, going into Asian session and then going back into London, if we can hold this support like I expect us to do and continue to rise off of that entry, I'll catch me another loan. You feel what I'm saying? But until then, I'm gonna go ahead and take my money, lock in my profits, because it ain't yours until you go ahead and close it out. Like I was targeting, the whole about 480 or something like that. So I'm gonna just let the next run do it, because this video getting long anyway. So I'm gonna just go ahead and call this part one. And where we at with the profits, we at 422. You feel me? Entry there. Entries there, and we done rolled this motherfucker up. Alright? So yeah, man, y'all stay tapped in, follow, subscribe, and make sure you come back for part two. I can't wait to get next to you. Saying bars personally, feeling when I'm next to you. Yeah, addicted when I'm next to you. I've been trying to come clean, but that some shit is hard to do. And now I'm capped down, fellas in a party. I'm representative, baby, killers.